Good morning, fourth grade friends. I just wanted to say hi. This is Miss Crooks, and I'm your student teacher in Mrs. Fuller's class. And I wanted to share a read aloud with you this weekend. I'm feeling a little bit sad because normally Memorial Day weekend I would be at a baseball tournament watching my son play baseball. And I really miss that right now. So I have found that during COVID-19, when I think about something that I'm not able to do, the next best thing is to read about it or share a story about it. So I'm going to share a fun story for you today, okay? And it's about a little boy named Luke who wants to play baseball with the big kids, but they keep telling him that he's too young and he's too small. But finally, they give him his opportunity to play, and he strikes out. At the end of the story, Luke's going to meet a very interesting person. And I'm not going to tell you who it is because I don't want to ruin it for you. But this story is actually based off of a real baseball game that took place back in Philadelphia in 1951 between the Dodgers and the Phillies. So, if you know anything about baseball, you might know the player that I'm going to be talking about. All right? So, let's get to the book. I'll read and I'll show the pictures to you when I get done reading the pages. So, I have Luke Goes to Bat by Rachel Isadora. It was Brooklyn. It was summertime. It was baseball. All day long, the kids on Bedford Avenue played stickball in the streets. Here's a picture of them playing. Notice the little boy sitting on the steps. Except for Luke. When you're older, you can play, his big brother Nicky told him. Aw, he's just a squirt, one of the other kids said, laughing. I don't think that made little Luke feel so good. So Luke watched the games from the curb, and then he would practice. He threw a ball against the wall next to the deli. He practiced his baseball swing over and over again. He ran as fast as he could up and down the block. He wanted to be ready when it was his time to play. Okay, so here's a picture of him practicing. And at night, whenever the Dodgers were playing, Luke hurried up to the roof where he could see the lights of Ebbets Field. When he heard the crowd go wild, he imagined his favorite baseball player, Jackie Robinson, had probably hit a home run. Someday, Luke thought, I will hit a home run too. Here's a picture that he can see from his rooftop of Ebbets Field. Finally, one morning, the team was short a player. Frankie had to go to his aunt's. Well, who we gonna get? Hey, said Luke, what about me? Everyone was quiet. Aw, come on, said his brother. Just give him a chance. We got nobody else. He better not mess up. So they put him in left field. No balls came his way, so he just stood there. When it was his turn up at bat, Luke took a few practice swings. Then he stepped up to the plate. I'll show them, Luke muttered. The ball whizzed past. Strike one! Luke held the bat higher. Strike two. Luke was barely in position when the next ball flew past and the catcher yelled out. No. You stink, Luke heard someone say. He got up to bat one more time, but he struck out again. Sometimes it just goes that way, his brother told him. Frankie came back in the afternoon, so Luke spent the rest of the day on the curb. He was sure that they'd never let him play again. Grandma was in the kitchen when he got home. I finally got a chance to play with the team, Luke told her. But Grandma could tell that the game hadn't gone so well. You know, not everyone plays like Jackie Robinson all the time, she told Luke. Not even Jackie Robinson. But Luke didn't smile. By the way, Grandma said, are you doing anything tomorrow night? Luke shrugged. Well, if you're so busy, I guess someone else will have to go with me to the game at Ebbets Field. What? You mean a real game? Luke said. And Grandma held up 2 tickets. Ebbets Field was ablaze with lights, but this time Luke didn't have to imagine the game. Thanks for taking me, Grandma, he said. They watched the Dodgers and Phillies battle it out. The game went into extra innings. By the time the Dodgers got up to bat in the bottom of the 14th inning, the score was still tied 8-8. With 2 outs, Jackie Robinson was up. The crowd roared. Come on, Jackie, Luke yelled. The pitcher threw a curveball. Jackie swung. Strike one, the umpire called. The pitcher wound up. He threw a fastball, and Jackie missed again. Strike two. 3 balls fouled. All eyes at Ebbets Field rested on Jackie. The Dodgers could still win. Jackie Robinson. Luke shouted with the crowd, give it to him, Jackie, you show him. Jackie looked around from under his cap, then dug his feet into the dirt. The pitcher began his wind-up. You can do it, Jackie, Luke whispered. You can do it. Suddenly, Luke heard the loud crack of a bat. When he looked up, the ball was flying over his head, flying over the scoreboard, flying over the walls of Ebbets Field. The crowd went wild. Luke stood up on his seat and cheered, you showed them, Jackie. What a game, Grandma said. See, you can't give up. Even Jackie Robinson has to keep trying. Luke didn't answer. When Luke got home, he ran up to the roof. The lights were still going out at Ebbets Field. Come on down. It's bedtime, Nicky called. Just then, Luke saw a ball lying on the ground. Look, he said. Picking it up, he thought, this is the home run ball that Jackie Robinson hit tonight. Nah, Nick said, that's just some old baseball a kid hit up on the roof. He started laughing and went downstairs. And that's when Luke saw him. It was Jackie Robinson himself. "I hit that one for you, kid." Before Luke could say a word, Jackie ran to the dugout to join the other Dodgers. But he looked back one more time. "Hey, kid," he said, "your grandma was right, you know. You can't give up." "Thanks, Mr. Robinson." The final lights went out at Ebbets Field. Luke looked down at the winning ball and smiled. "I won't give up," he whispered to himself. And he didn't. So, our famous baseball player was Jackie Robinson. And he had a very, very important message for Luke that he has to keep trying. And when you keep trying and you never give up, you can succeed. All right. So I'm just curious and I want to know. And so go ahead if you want to. You don't have to do this. But in the comments, tell me about a time that you wanted to do something, but somebody told you that you were too little or you were too young to do it. And then let me know what you did to fix that, to get over that. I would love to hear from you. And for the rest of the weekend, I hope that you get to enjoy it, relax with your families, and get ready for your testing next week. I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye bye.